Okay, so I have no clue what this game is. I am completely blind. Well, I wouldn't say completely. I played a little bit of Lobotomy Corp, but I didn't really get past, like, maybe the first couple days. I didn't get too far into it. But I did play it, so I at least have a little bit of context. And really the only thing I know about this, like, this genre or series in general is the boohoo my wife did. That's all I know. Sign on Steam, I guess. I agree. I agree. Let me play the game. Ah. Has to download data. Okay then. I'll be back in a little bit, y'all. I gotta let this download data first. God, this shit takes fucking forever. Glad I got my soda with me. Oh shit. Ah, okay. There we go. Finally, finished loading. Damn. I read through the lore, or I was reading some of it. Really interesting. Anyways, like I said, completely. I don't know why I'm restating it. I heard you said it at the beginning. You guys already know I'm fucking completely blind. I don't know why I'm saying you guys. Like I have a whole ass audience. I don't. I'll be lucky if like 3 people see this.
뛰어봤자 벼룩이라는 걸.
Okay, one moment. Settings. I'm just gonna turn you and you and you and you down a little bit. Dare interrupt me just as I was engraving the something. You must be out of your...
엄밀히 따져보면 스승님이 하려는 게 도시의 금기는 아니더라.
For being technical, what our master has planned apparently isn't one of the city's taboos.
아무도 시도할
It's just the
생각조차
kind of thing
못했던 그런
that no
일이라고
one
해야
ever
하나?
dared to consider. You catch my drift?
어라? 근데 이 녀석
그 사이에 머리를 갈아 끼웠군.
You managed to
원래
get
당신 같은 자들은
different head in so
준비성조차
fast.
철저한가?
Do people like you always come prepared? Just wait till I get the blah, 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 blah. You'll be no match for my...
아무래도 저 대가리엔 입까지는 없는 모양인데?
째깍거리는 소리만 들리네. 속에서는 비명이라. 째깍대는 소리가 빨라지는 걸 보니 아파. 뭐야? 이젠 잠잠하네. 그럼
늑대, 여긴 누구도 오지 않고 누구도 볼 수 없는 곳이야. 뭐가 그리
It's a
급해?
place no one visits and somewhere none can see. What's the
우린
hurry?
가르침을 따라야 해. 시간을 끌어서는 안
Let's follow
되니까.
her teachings. We can't drag on any
그렇지만-
longer.
우리가 살면서 언제 이런 녀석을
We're not gonna get a
죽여보겠어?
second chance to kill someone of this caliber.
너는 일을 할 때 너무 감정적이야. 공과 사는 구분하면 좋겠어.
Okay, so these guys are trying to kill me for some reason.
얼굴을 보고 싶었는데 아쉽게 됐어. 당신의 별이 어디 있는지는. 그렇군. 자연히 그것을 찾을 방법도.
그럼 이제 끝내도 돼?
그래.
이거 무슨 소리야? 표범.
Did you allow yourself to be tracked?
쫓아올 자는 아무도
No, there was
없었어.
no one that could have pursued me.
짐승의
Perhaps a
확률은
wild
짐승
animal.
소리가 아니야.
No,
이거
that's not the sound a beast would make. It's A bus?
저런 게 어떻게 여기까지 굴러들어왔지?
How did that even? How did that? Blah, blah, blah. How did that even end up here?
조난당한 버스인가 본데.
Must have taken a wrong turn.
길을 잘못 든 죄값은
Price they'll
생각보다
pay for taking the
무거울
wrong road will be heavier than they expect. Bus.
사자가 여전히 내 눈이 틀림없다면 당신은 영광의 항구에 이르겠지.
If my eyes are still alright, then you will reach the Harbor of Glory. Who are you? That nameplate says Faust?
어두운 숲에서 길을 잃었군요. 하지만 당신은 두렵지 않았어요. 그래요. 이제 그 형상을 되뇌면서 제가 하는 말을 마음으로 외치세요. 너의 별을 따라가.
Follow your star.
걱정하지 마세요. 정말로 심장을 못 쓰게 된 게 아닌 이것으로 계약은 완료되었습니다. 단테, 이제 저희는 당신의 시간에 귀속되었습니다. 이제 저희의 심장이 멎고 뛰면 당신의 시각이 어디 잘 부탁드려요.
정말 이걸로 된 건가요?
사과 한 알이 떨어졌어.
Single apple has fallen.
이 사람은
This
아직도
guy's still
이상한
not
소리만
making
하네.
any sense.
찌뿌둥해. 이제 움직여도 되는 거지?
Weight is killing me. Finally some action now.
몸을 풀어보는 것도
Well, I guess we
나쁘진
could use a
않겠지.
little warm up.
불쌍하게 나뒹굴고 있는 저것은 뭐지? 우리의 마지막 대원이 될 자인가?
What is that wretch miserably writhing on the ground? Are they the newest addition to the team? You might want to watch your words. That's
우리
our
상사가 될
soon-to-be
뿐이라.
습격은
boss.
순식간이었을 텐데 용케 머리를 숨겼군요. 우리는 당신을 돕기 위해 찾아온
We are bearers
정의의
of
사자들이고
justice who have come to aid you, and this is the magical
원하는
bus
곳은
that takes us
어디든 갈수
wherever
있는
we wish to go.
마실
Okay, so you
버스다.
just have a magic school bus. Awesome. Justice bus. I don't.
그런 대답을 바라는 거 아니었어요? 그렇게 생각하는 쪽이
Isn't that
마음
what you
편할 테니. 시간도 없고 유리한 상황도 아니니까
said?
천천히 하지만 한 번만 설명하죠.
After some time passed. So, if I'm not mistaken here, and I do as you've said, those total strangers will fight for me.
맞아요. 당신이 올바르게 명령을 내린다면요.
Alright, so we'll kill these arrogant vandals dead. Then I'll go back to where I was, and what was I doing? Where was I when I did that? Something extremely important was upon me, something I shouldn't forget.
진정해요. 그 머리로 기억이 온전할 리가. 지금은 눈앞에 놓인 전투에 집중하죠, 단테.
뭐라고 불러야 할지.
Pardon, I'm not sure how I should
시계
address you.
지휘관님,
Would Commander Clock suffice?
전투 명령을
In
내려주십시오.
any case, we await your
뭘
orders.
명령까지야. 각계 전투밖에 답이 없지
Do we
않나?
really need orders? Seems like it's going one-on-one is the only way.
저기
Hey,
쑥덕대고 있는
Quit-
거야. 다
quit running off your mouths. We
그만이잖아.
just need to crush them all.
최선을 다해주세요.
Please do your best, Dante. There's no two ways about it, I suppose. Holy shit, that was 7 minutes. Actually, no, it was. I forgot I was in the loading screen for a little bit. Okay. Wave 1. Let's learn by basics of combat. Please direct your attention to the dashboard here. You will be using the dashboard to relay your commands to the centers. Okay. You will find each center's skills on the dashboard. The control scheme is simple, simply dragging from the left into the dashboard to the right end the chain of skills and you're ready to enter combat phase. Oh, so it's like a combo system, okay. Allow me to guide your hand. quickly press and hold the gear on the left, the dashboard to grab the chain. Then while you're holding the chain from your left gear, connect the skills to the right along the line. Okay. Well done. Now that the skills for all centers have been chained, you may press the gear on the right to start the combat phase.
행동을 개시합니다.
Holy shit, this motherfucker's strong. Use the dashboard to issue commands to your centers in combat. Start the combat phase by following the steps. Grab, thread it through the skills, connect the chainers. Okay.
폭들을 제거하겠소.
Oof. Oh, fuck. Okay, now it's just letting me do it myself? Okay, no. This one seems like it does better. That one seems like it does better. That one's just ever so marginally better. That one's better. And that one is a little bit better. Okay.
폭들을 제거하겠소.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck is this guy on? Both of those have the same outcome. Both of those have the same outcome. Same outcome. Better. Same outcome. Same outcome. Okay.
행동을 개시합니다.
This has to be scripted. Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to win here. Oh, fuck.
이해가 되지 않는군. 이런 것들에게 사자가 당했다고.
잠깐만. 방금까지 싸웠던 사람이 말하긴 그렇지만 이건 대화로 풀 수 있는...
Well, shit.
이상적이지 않아.
처음부터 말이 안 되는 싸움이라고 생각했는데. 다들 장난해? 난 시작도.
Well, shit. Jesus, fuck. She dead.
이겨준다는 말은 안 했어요.
We never promised to win said fights.
그리고 저만 남았네요.
You have some hidden card up your sleeve,
긴장의
right?
수라기보단
Not necessarily a trump. No,
별이.
rather. It's about
단체로
following the star.
자살놀이라도 하는 건가? 썩 유쾌하진 않군.
What is this? Some kind of suicidal performance? Not the funnest lives to end. Well, what am I supposed to do? They jumped in triumphantly, only to die like flies. Ugh, I can't remember a thing about the past since I repeated what she said. Is this how I die?
뱀에게 전해라, 거짓 사자.
Tell the serpent
이건
this.
막을 수
False
없는
lion.
흐름이라고.
The flow cannot be stopped.
붉은색.
내가 왜 팔다리만 잘라낸 줄 아나? 그래야 사지 멀쩡한 네가 저들을 데리고 달아난 팔과 다리를 대체해줄 놈이.
붉은
그렇게 노려보지 마. 네 놈들이 해놓은 짓에 비하면
This is nothing compared
별것도
to what
아니잖아.
you did.
그 정도 부상이면
With wounds like
위에서도
those, I'm
충분히
sure
할
your
일을
boss
했다고
will
생각할
recognize
거다.
that you did your
훈장처럼
part.
여기라고.
Consider them a medal of honor.
아니면
Unless
여기서 명줄을 놓고
you want
싶은가?
this to be the end of your life. Who are you? Are you one of them? Yeah, you're too late. They're already
늦은
kind of
건
dead.
아무것도
No
없습니다.
one's too late.
난 우리에게 필요한 건 오직
There's only one thing we
되돌릴
need. A little
시간뿐이니까.
time to rewind. What? Suddenly overwhelmed by a sharp pain in my chest, as though my heart were being torn asunder, followed by flashes in the ribs, intestine, stomach, and lungs. Engulfed in a deluge of torment, twisting and squeezing my entire body, I only let out an agonizing scream. I'm not gonna scream. You... My fading consciousness, the only thing I could perceive was the deceased's flesh reconstructing in a bizarre manner.
앞으로도 끝내주게 고통스러울
I'll suffer
겁니다.
plenty from now on. And the voice of the man with the red eyes. Okay then. I hear the howl of a beast somewhere. And it cries ceaselessly. It is wailing out in hunger or
움찔움찔거려. 일어난 걸까?
they're being itchy twitchy. Did they get up?
드디어 정신을
Awake at
차렸군.
last? I would have been a tad
버티지
bit
못하고
disappointed if you
걸러갔으면.
crowed on
상쾌한
us.
아침. 나는야 버스 기사 카라.
Fresh morning, this is Sharon, the bus driver.
아침은 아니지만 상쾌하긴
It's
하겠어.
not morning, but I guess
기분이
it's refreshing.
어떻습니까,
How do you
Dante?
feel, Dante? Well, I
제각거리는군.
tick-tocking like a clock. Sigh, some language barrier
의사소통
this
저는
is.
베르길리우스라고 합니다.
You may call
이
me
말이 제대로 들린다면
Virgilus. If you can
뭔가
understand what I'm
이해에
saying,
따른
give me some kind of
행동이라도
reaction, Dante. I gave him a quick nod since he didn't seem hostile. I mean, you know,
좋아. 듣는
good.
것엔
At
문제가
least your
없고.
hearing is functional. Let's
일단
ride Charon.
출발하자.
출발할게.
Charon? Is
부릉부릉.
it Charon? Or is it Charon? Charon? I don't know how to pronounce that. There was a heavy roar and vibrations as though they echoed from the bottom of a deep mire. It was then that I realized I was aboard a bus. A bus? I can't be sure if I've ever ridden such a vehicle in the past.
당신이 누구였는지는
Do
기억합니까?
you remember who you were? I shook my head to say no. I'd been reminded that my head was now a clinking mechanism.
원래 기억을
I
되찾고
suppose you
싶겠군.
want your memory
그렇지
back, am
않나?
I right? I nodded. I sure feel like an idiot.
아, 매끄럽군.
Smooth
다들
as it
이렇게
gets. What's to
몸짓으로만
stop
말하면
the rest of
안
you from
되는 건가?
adopting these gestured-based communications?
어떻게 생각하지, 파우스토 씨?
Any words of yours, Mrs. Faust?
파우스트는 사양하고 싶어요.
Faust will kindly turn down the offer.
저희가 매끄럽게
I
몸을 움직일
doubt
수
we'll
있는
have that
상황이
much freedom over
그렇게
our own
많지는 않을
bodies
것
most of the
같으니까요.
time. She's the one who spoke to me back in the forest. Her silver hair that glistens without sunlight gives also a rather mysterious air. Dante. Dante? Come to think of it, the red-eyed man has been calling me that too.
단테는 당신의
Dante is your
이름이에요.
name. The amnesia must be
이름까지 잊으셨군요.
affecting you rather severely. Sure looks like it. Doesn't sound like a familiar word.
점차 익숙해질 거랍니다.
You'll get used to it in time. Wait, you can understand me? The group that attacked me earlier and that Virgie or whatever the fuck he was called seemed to hear nothing but ticking from me.
파우스트에게는 제대로 된
Faust
단어로
can
들린답니다.
hear what you intend to speak. You really can. But how? I don't even have a real mouth.
그런 구시대적인 발상이
Outdated
머리를
ideas
바꿔서
must be
생긴
one of the
건가요?
side effects that came with your head replacement.
성대나 혀 따위의
It's
발성기관이
an
있어야만
anchorist.
대화를 할
It's
수
an
있다는 거.
anachorist.
시대착오적인
To think that vocal organs such as the cords or tongue are necessary to participate in conversation. Anarchist? Right. Never considered that.
당신의 말은 한 사람에게만
You
보낼 수도
can
있고
limit the recipient of your
모두에게
words to
전달할
one
수도
person
있답니다.
or choose to speak to everybody at once. A little
모두라는
clarification.
말은
When I say
수정이었군요.
everyone, I'm only referring to the
수감자들에게만.
sinners. sinners.
당신의 뒤에 앉아
People who
있는
have taken seats behind you,
방금까지
and
당신을
those who
대신해서
fought
싸운
to your dead
사람들이
until
말하는
moments
겁니다.
ago.
그대가 이 여정을
What?
함께할 마지막 조각인가?
So
얼마나 기다렸는지
thou
모르네.
art thou final piece that complements our journey, Cass. How I've yearned for this
형씨.
moment. Say, pal,
머리
where'd you
돈
sell your
어디다가
old cranium
팔아놨어?
off?
당신이었군요.
So was you. Thanks for
당신
putting my
덕에
spine back into
박살나
one
있던 척추가
piece.
말끔하게 돌아왔어요.
Were you a surgeon or something in the
다들
past?
닥쳐라.
Everyone quiet.
잡음이 겹치는
Nothing is
것만큼
more
불쾌한
displeasing
것도
than to
없으니
hear a choir of
자기
noises.
소개가 필요한 시점인가 보고.
I suppose you all owe them a brief introduction.
그럼
I'll give you
가벼운
time
인사를
to make
나눌
yourselves
시간을
known,
주겠다.
starting with the closest one.
앞에
Go on.
앉은 것부터
에이, 왜 이런 건 항상 앞자리.
Why is it always the ones in front that go first? I'm
앞에
sick of
나서면 이제
taking any sort of
진절머리가
lead
나는데.
now.
당신이 우리를
I heard you were gonna be our boss, or
뭐더라?
yeah, our manager. Manager?
그래.
Yep.
그래서 어떤
Which
인물인지
is
굉장히
why I was real
궁금했는데 말이야.
curious to meet you and forming
역시 뭔가 말을
right
만드는 건
sentences
어려워.
is tough work.
머리 돈 어디 팔아먹는지
Don't know what
모르겠지만
you did with your old head, but I guess everyone has their story.
나는 그레고르라고 한다.
I'm George.
잘
We're in
부탁한다고.
this together,
관리자야.
Manager Bud. Fascinating.
그래, 양반이 뭐야 양반이.
Greg, they aren't just your bud or pal. You're talking to the person who will make us filthy rich. Greg. Rich, what's that about?
양반보다는
Let's see, what's better, Dante?
Dante.
Don't mind me if I call you
이름으로
by name.
부를게.
You can call me...
당신도 나를 로자라고 불러.
I don't know how to pronounce that. Roydra? Royda. Rhoda? Rhoda? Rodin. Okay. The center, she loves money, gambling, and betting. Okay, so you're
난
a
당신이 우리의
gambler. I think there's a,
관리자가
well,
된 데
good
이유가
reason
있다
you
봅니다.
became our manager.
분명 원래는
I'm sure
둥지에
you used to be a
근사한
big deal
사람이었겠지.
back in the nest, right?
그때
When
버릇을 조금만
your old habits
내려쳐도
start coming back,
우리한테
we'll be
돈을
much
주르륵
closer to
들어올
rolling in
생각을
dough.
하니?
She does have sociability, I'll give her that.
아차, 내 정신 좀 봐.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
look at me
다음은 내
keeping on.
차례야.
Hey, Kit, it's your turn next.
안녕하세요.
Good day.
아, 시시해.
Oh, boring, that's it?
그거
Oh, I'm
싱클레어라고
Sinclair.
해요.
Is that a spear? Spears are dope, dude. Oh, it's a halberd! Even though the volatile nature of human growth around his age is taken into consideration, Sinner seems to get particularly startled or frown when spoken to. He isn't used to real combat at the moment, meaning he may struggle to keep himself together at the sight of something as mild as a split innards at first. As there may be those with violent tendencies among your crew, we recommend taking an approach focused on positive reinforcement with the Sinner. Okay. This boy looks awfully unnerved. Did he even join this company of his own accord?
더 해야 할 말이 있나요?
Is there anything else I
회사는
need to say? I've
처음이라.
never worked for a company
뭐
before.
앞으로 남은 날은 많을 테니까.
Well, you'll learn the ropes in the coming days.
그럼 거기 괴짜 친구가
Yeah, okay
다음
then.
타자 하자.
How about you next, nerdy pal?
이상가오.
Yeah, I'm Yi-sign. I'm not doing different voices for all these. That would stress my vocal cords out way too much. I'm Yi-sign. Okay. Formerly the youngest chief researchers in the wing, the center possesses higher intelligence compared to most others. We estimate that everyday conversation with the center will prove difficult. For managers selected by our current screening process, avoid communicating altogether will pose a risk on its own, and the center remains. If the center remains silent for a long time, that means he is currently processing a line of deliberate thought. We recommend waiting patiently for him. Okay, cool. So you're fucking antisocial. Gotcha. That's it. No smoke or mirrors. Wait for him to reveal that he was pulling a prank or something, but he just stared vacantly into the window, disinterested.
답답하네요.
I can't believe you people aren't proper introductions. The first step to being a member of society.
저를
Call me
이스마일이라고
Ishmael if you
불러주세요.
please. Maybe it is tarnished by the defective state of many of your sinners, but do not worry. This sinner is one of the few who can carry out most missions without much complaint. She is likely to make reasonable judgments, so it's a good idea to start conversations while looking her way if you are seeking for sound advice. However, you mustn't forget the sinner has survived an absurd voyage in a far and wide body of water. Her patience may run deep, but once you take a wrong turn with her, it will be a difficult task to regain her trust. Okay?
당신 덕택에 동강난 몸이 돌아왔다고
I heard you
들었어요.
glued our bodies back together from
앞으로도 잘
pieces. I
부탁해요.
look forward to working with you. She gave a polite bow before returning to her seat. Although she emphasized sociability, she doesn't feel the most... I'm not good with words today.
미안하게 됐네.
Sorry to disappoint, because I don't care too much for fitting in. Name's Heathcliff, used to be a professional wrecker for property and people alike. Yeah, I can tell that, dude. You've got a giant fucking bat with the word revenge scratched into it. The sinner prefers to take action rather than wait for logic to dictate his course. I can't read your fucking bio, dude. It's got too much purple. His thoughts and feelings blatantly visible, his demeanor, and he has no intentions of hiding them. His brashness causes headaches or physical injury leading to a headache in the process of forming a relation, blah 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 blah. Please do note that this is not an indication of serious damage to the sinner's thought process. If his fit or rage persists, please contact the Human Resources Department. Once you realize that he is the type that tends to be simple-minded, you'll have an easier time handling him.
시켜서가 아니라 거슬리는 것들에게 하고 다니긴
Not under anyone's orders, mind you. I only did it to the buggers that got on my nerves. So you better watch it. I'm deathly allergic to cocky gophers who think they can boss me around. I don't think I've done anything to give that impression yet.
드디어 이 몸의 차례인가?
This is my turn to speak. I'm Don Quick. I am butchering these fucking names. I'm so sorry. Don Quick? Quizot? Zot. Don Zot. Don Zot? I can't pronounce that. I'm so sorry. There's no sinner that can outmatch this one's level of passion. If we were to measure it, blah 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 blah. She adorns herself with a variety of fixer-related merchandise, so there's no need for you to restrict her from keeping her decorations. She is deeply immersed in the role of a righteous fixer, hence the exaggerated mannerisms akin to those of an actor. Has such a thing ever existed, really? It's advised to play along with her for a smooth mission. Okay. I am a fixer who shall sprint for the dream side by side. A pleasure to have thee. A fixer. That definitely feels like a term I used to know. Dost thou wish to know what that is? I can answer thy questions. Fixers are protectors of the city. Oh, you're a city guard. Perchance they may struggle to remember the city. I believe I said this was for brief introductions. Don't make me say it twice. Next. My name's Honglu. I can't pronounce. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Hope we can get along well. A sinner who had lived an affluent life before becoming our company's asset. As such, she has a certain admiration for a free life. But occasionally he may make an ignorant, unsavory questions in regards to the food cooked by a certain other sinner, or other aspects of the lowlives lowly culture. This can cause significant irritation for the other sinners. However, it is important to note the sarcastic undertone are contained in his curiosity-driven inquiries, so it is ill-advised to let them give his blower. Okay, so he's just curious. Well, look at you, isn't that a fascinating head there? A popular model these days, I suppose. No, this isn't that kind of... It's not of my interest, though. What is wrong with your attitude? but when he realized the red gaze laid on him, he grunted and sat back down.
요슈.
I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. I'm sorry. As they say, every person has their own creed, and it's only right. I'll just call you Roy. Rue. Yeah, I'll just call you Rue. And it's only right to respect it as the executive manager. But with some creeds, you will have difficulty in simply pretending to sympathize. You will notice that the sinner in question is a silent chain smoker whose eyes shine with a euphoric gleam only during battle. She believes that senselessly destroying enemies' heads is an uncultured act, a step backward for art. Caution, the sinner's background is one that even our company may have trouble handling. We advised against making her breed personal resentment towards you.
요르슈크.
Sure is nice to meet you. What point was I supposed to laugh?
그렇게 불러주시겠습니까?
Mersalt? Mersalt. Please refer to me as such, okay? Wants clear and concise commands requiring no judgment on his part. You're pretty polite.
특별한 것이 아닙니다.
This isn't anything special, I'm
보통의
simply behaving
태도입니다.
normally. I'm almost touched.
네.
Yes. It felt as if something were gravely amiss with him, but I can't seem to pin it down exactly. The way she scanned me up and down was a little daunting. I felt almost compelled about her, but she stopped me with a motion of her hand. Please, I would never
관리자님이
make my
먼저
manager
자세를
grovel
굽히려다니
before me.
본인은
My name is
오티스라고 합니다.
Otis. Otis?
이전에 실례했던
Otis.
부분을 사과드리고
I would
싶습니다.
like to apologize for my rudeness earlier. Sinner could serve as an excellent advisor depending on your capability, however she also has a meddlesome tendency, so it is recommended to keep her satisfied with short replies of agreement. She's an expert when it comes to tactics and various perils of wisdom about life, making her advice all the more valuable for your mission. In addition, she possesses vast knowledge of workshop technologies. You could trust her with simple repairs of the bus. Notice, unlike the other sinners, accessing records pertaining to the past of the sinner is not permitted. Warning, keep an eye on the sinner and beware that she does not exercise her cunning intellect for purposes other than completing our company's mission. Okay, so keep an eye on you. Rudeness. Oh, please, your generosity is humbling sight. I knew that at first glance you would have what it takes to lead us. Huh? Sorry?
인간의 대부분은
While most humans cause noise and friction as a result of confrontation, some are able to reap mutual benefit from coming head to head. It could be compared to the relationship between a blade and a whetstone. I vow to serve you with unrivaled devotion. Executive manager, my blade is yours to wield. That's reassuring, thanks. I gave her a approving nod, even though I still don't get what she means by her rudeness.
바깥 숲에서는
I'm amazed
불쌍하게
at how you
나는
can
본다고
sing
말하더니
such
잘도 그런 말을 성대 밖으로 꺼낼 수 있네요.
bold-faced high praise not too long after calling them a miserably writhing rat. Oh, that was you.
제가 마지막이네요.
Seems I am the last. Faust is the name. Faust, the sinner who developed the engine of the... I don't know how to pronounce that. The bus operated by Limbus Company. She claims that there is no one in the city who could rival her library of knowledge and wisdom. She isn't necessarily wrong. You might find her high and mighty attitude when she allows you to conserve with her displeasing, but as seen now with how she treats everyone with subtle gestures of arrogance, there is no hope of her parting with it ever. We recommend simply nodding and getting over it. Even though she has an unparalleled genius, we can't quite figure out how to use this one. Perhaps you could be the one to find out.
당신의 인생 중 한 번 만날까 말까한
A genius with whom you're lucky to cross paths with, even once in your life.
납득하지 못한 듯한 반응이군요.
Sounds like you aren't convinced, Dante.
괜찮습니다.
Well,
경험을
it's
통해
fine. You'll
차차
come
이해할
and
수
learn
있-
all in due time. Learn what?
파우스트가 진귀한
Faust is
천재였다는
indeed a
사실만
brilliant mind.
관측자가 깨닫지 못한다 하여
When a proverbial
사실이
tree
진실이 되는 일은
falls,
없으니까요.
the fact of its sound cannot become truth when the outside observer fails to recognize it. What the fuck are you even saying? Okay.
소개는 여기까지.
1 second, I got a cough. Ah! That's enough greetings. Dante, let me explain your new occupation. You mean as the manager?
관리자를 말하는 거냐고.
They're asking if the job you're about to explain is that of a manager. Come to think of it, that red-eyed man couldn't hear me unlike the sinners.
맞습니다.
That's
관리자
correct,
단테.
Executive Manager Dante. You will embark on a
당신은
trip to the
지금
Inferno
소개받은 이
with the 12
열두의
sinners who just
지옥을
introduced
기-
themselves. The Inferno? Why should I go to hell?
자신이 지옥으로 가야
They're
하는
asking
이유를
why they need to travel to the Inferno? How
지옥의
about
끝에는
this? Treasure awaits at the end of the road. Would that suffice? I don't. You mean I used to be a treasure hunter or something? They
아예
can't seem to
알아듣지
get you
못하는군요.
at all.
이 해를 요구한 건
I did not ask for your
아닙니다,
understanding,
단테.
Dante, nor was this a question of your
의사를
willingness.
기억과 머리를
You'll have to
되찾고
listen to me
싶다면
if you want to reclaim your
제 말을
memories and
들어야 할
original
겁니다.
head. I mean, I do want them back, but
미적거리네요.
they're hesitant.
파우스트 씨,
Miss Foss, what
단테가
will we do if
계속해서
Dante keeps on
거부하면
refusing to
우린
cooperate? This
어떻게
is
되는 거지?
not a scenario we
무슨
anticipated.
말씀을?
Preposterous. Foss
파우스트는
anticipates every
모든 걸
possibility.
선택,
Dante,
모든
once you've
임무를
completed all
마치고
your missions,
당신은
you'll
성의를
be able
새길 수
to
있을 거예요.
engrave the aspect.
제가 보증하죠.
I can promise that. What the fuck is the aspect?
보이죠? 고개
좋아. 계속
Good.
가면
Then
되겠는데,
we can continue.
카론.
By the way, John,
아까부터
why
왜
isn't the bus
출발을 안 하고
moving?
있지?
Why are you dozing
버스
off?
기사는 졸음
Bus driver
쉼터에서
only
내리더라.
snoozes at rest Spotsburg.
매피 앞에
Weirdos were
이상한
hanging
놈들이
around in
서성이고
front of
있었어.
Mapfi.
카론 말했잖아.
I told you, Tron, if anything
버스에
happens
무슨
with the
일이
bus,
생기면
you've got to
똑바로
let me
알려야
know right
한다니까.
away. Mephi, who's that?
메피스토 펠레스.
I
이
can't
버스의
pronounce that
이름이자
fucking name.
버스를
The name of
구동하는
this
엔지니어.
bus and the engine that runs it.
그리고
And Faust's
파우스트의
magnum opus
심혈을
cordis.
지옥을 순항하기에는 걸맞는
An ideal
나무가
ferry boat
아닐
to
수
bear us
없지.
across the
그렇게
inferno.
생각하지
Wouldn't you agree,
않습니까?
Dante? I wasn't sure what he was getting at, so I turned away to look through the window instead of giving him a reply.
보아하니
Well,
뒷골목에
looks like they're
기거하는
just
익숙한
another pack of dirty
쥐새끼들이군.
rats living in the back
마침
streets.
잘 됐습니다.
This is
단테.
just the right time, Dante. They should make
지휘를
perfect targets for
더 할
practicing your
나위 없는
command.
단테.
Dante, I skipped over
전투에서는
many
생략한
details
부분만
during our
제대로
first battle.
설명할
We were
시간이
short on
없었으니까.
time after all.
하지만 그런 식으로만 전투가
However,
이루어지면
we'll be slaughtered
항상
frequently if no improvements are made to your strategy.
우리를
And
살리기
in
위해
turn, you have to
의미 없는
endure
고통을
senseless
느껴야
pain over and
하겠죠.
over and over again to revive us. Pain, revive. Do you mean what happened earlier was...
네,
Yes, we were brought back to life because
시계를
you
돌려주었기에
turned back the clock. I
당장
don't
필요한
believe that much is
설명은
necessary,
아닌데
Miss
자세한
Faust.
잠소는
Save the chatter
나중에.
for later, sinners. Off the
너희들
전투에
bus.
대한 설명을 이어가죠.
Allow me to elaborate on combat. Oh boy, I get the actual combat tutorial now. I wonder if you can win that first fight. Like, I wonder if it's even possible. I'm sure there's probably a YouTube video somewhere. And it's like, can you win the first fight? Speed is randomly determined within a given range each turn. You can send every sinner into a battle at once, yes, but commanding so many personnel at once will not be an easy task. Therefore, I will inform you of the appropriate number of participants depending on the particularities of each battle. For this occasion, 5 sinners will make an appropriate force. Select 5 sinners you would like to deploy for this battle. Select the lower half of each sinner's cards to deploy them. First, select Yi.
앞장서시오.
Select the rest of the sinners you would like to deploy for this encounter. Do I actually? No, I don't actually get a choice. Okay.
네. 문제.
내가 필요해?
최선을 다해볼게.
Select 2 battle to begin the encounter with the currently deployed sinners.
빨리 끝내고 밥 먹으러 가자고.
Okay. These 7-sided icons floating above of both the allies' and enemies' heads are called skill slots. Because you haven't issued a command by chaining skills yet, the allied skill slots are currently empty. Grab the chain of command and yeah, okay. As you can see, the skill you just changed has been equipped to the skill slot. Equipped skills are displayed on the skills floating above each sinner's head. When the combat phase begins, each sinner will engage using... Okay. Drag from left to right on the dashboard to equip every sinner with one of the skills in their respective columns. Okay, so that has the same outcome. Same outcome. Same outcome. Same outcome. Well done. Now select the gear on the right to issue your command, and the sinners will enter the combat phase using the skills you have equipped for them.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
Now please issue a command. Okay. Same outcome, okay, it doesn't fucking matter.
행동을 개시합니다.
A clash occurs when the sinners and their target are both using attack skills against each other. In a clash, their power is determined primarily by the skills they are using to clash. In this clash between two skills, the skill with the higher power wins. Pay attention to the enemy's coin. When a skill loses a clash, it will lose a coin. Even if a skill loses a clash, as long as it has remaining skill coins, the two skills will continue to flip their coins and clash until one of them loses all coins. Okay. The skill that lost all of its coins in this clash will conclusively lose the clash. This means that the unit that won the clash gets to attack, while the unit that lost does not. Let's see how powered, which determines the outcome of a clash, is calculated. Please issue a command. Doesn't matter, they're all the same.
간다.
The number is the skill's base power before it flips any coins. The number is the skill. This number is the skill's coin power. Here you can see how many coins the skill has. The number of coins determines two things: how many times the skill can lose a quote clash before losing all of its coins, how many times the skill hits when it attacks. Each coin that flipped heads will add the coin power of that skill to the base power of the same skill. Okay. Final power calculation. Formulation of a skill's final power is as follows: base power plus number of coins flipped, heads x coin power. Coins that flipped heads will glow, while the coins that flipped tails will appear dimmed. The resultant skill power is displayed here. Ishmael's loggerhead skill has a higher skill power, so the enemy loses a coin. As seen in this example, they will continue to clash until one of them has no more coins left to flip. That unit with the remaining coins ultimately wins that clash. Remember that winning clashes is one of the most fundamental aspects of winning battles.
그게 거울 깨졌어.
금방 다녀올게.
I dig this combat system, it's really nice. Damn, he's fucking dead.
아까보다는 쓸만해 보이는군요.
You're looking much more useful than before, Dante. They all got away. They all got away, save for one, though she wouldn't. Though, shouldn't we go after them?
놓친 적을 걱정하네요.
They're worried over the foes we
걱정할 건
lost.
없습니다.
No need for concern. That's
마침
the direction
달려갈
where
길이었으니.
we were heading anyways, Karan.
발판을 꽂고
Metal touches metal, up for an
신나는
exciting
기분과
ride. More combat. The sinners you have deployed in the last encounter will automatically be selected for the next, saving you the trouble of selecting them again. Feel free to change them before entering battle, however.
따라갈
오케이.
준비는 끝났습니다.
Oh, those guys got spears. This time, let's learn about SP, or sanity points. SP has a maximum value of 45 and a minimum value of -45. Please note these centers' SP values can also be viewed here next to these orbs adjacent to the portrait icons on the dashboard. Okay. Now please issue a command. Same outcome.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
Each unit's SP value changed based on each unit's SP value values change based on certain triggers. They tend to heal SP with favorable triggers when in clashes or killing enemies, and lose SP with unfavorable triggers. The higher unit's SP value, the higher the unit's chance to flip heads when flipping skill coins. The allied units all won their respective clashes in the previous turn, which healed their SP. This puts us in a favorable position. Please issue your next command.
금방 다녀올게.
Please direct your attention to this unit's HP, health points bar. This thin line here is called the stagger threshold. When a unit's HP drops below the staggered threshold, they will become staggered. Staggered units cannot take any actions and take double the damage, which puts them at a significant disadvantage during a battle. Okay. Oh, does he just have a gun? Oh, he just has... They just have a gun. Yeah, they just have a fucking gun.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
Oh, it's a dagger, it's not a gun. You put the remaining enemies in panic states by defeating their allies in the previous turns, which has dropped their SP. When an enemy's SP drops below a certain threshold, they may enter low morale or panic states, which inflicts them with negative effects. Units in low morale or panic states are marked by these labels. Each unit gains different effects from entering low morale and panic states. Select this icon to learn what effects this unit is suffering from. Panic does not act for this turn. Okay.
좋은 전략이네요. 적을 난파시키세요.
셔츠는 낙엽하오.
꺼냈다.
Damn.
잠시만요.
Give me a second.
뭐죠?
What is it?
저는
I joined this company because I was told that I'll be able to advance my career without slowing down.
그런데 지금은
But right now, it's nothing but meaningless violence,
계속
like we're
의미 없는
rats or
폭력만.
something.
의미가 없진 않소.
I object to it. It's
우리를
meaningless.
공격하는 악이지 않소.
Those were evildoers who attacked us.
시끄러워요.
Please
좀
just
조용히
be
좀 해봐요.
quiet for a moment.
아무튼 이런
Anyways,
농협 폭력단 같은
if all we're
행동만
gonna do
명령할
is beat up
거라면
people under orders like
다른
hired
일을 하는
thugs,
것도
I'll have to consider
고민해봐야 할 것
changing
같아요.
jobs sooner or
입사
later.
계약서를
Haven't you
제대로 안
read your
읽으셨나요?
contract?
회사는 허용될 수
Resignation is
없답니다.
not permitted. Do you
계약하면서
think
말한
the
이야기가
contract
거짓말이라도
has any
그
sway if
계약이
it's based on
효력이
lies?
당연히 효력이
Of course,
있죠.
it does.
애초에 거짓말은
There were no
없었습니다.
lies on it. Huh?
네?
설마 제가
You didn't think
메피스토 팰리스를
I
그저 운송만 하는 버스로
was built to be a
만들었을
mere
것 같나요?
means of transportation, did you?
우리는 항상 배고프다.
It's always hungry.
그래서
It keeps
울어.
crying. The bus gets hungry.
엔진이 연료를
When the
섭취할
engine
때 생기는
ingests
부상.
fuel, it yields byproduct.
여러분은 그걸 통해
Using that, you can
강해질
grow
수
more
있어요.
powerful.
이상 씨는
I'm sure
잘 알고
Yisang
계시겠죠?
knows this well
거울
when
속에서
all possibilities are
모든
drawn from the mirror.
가능성을
성장 또한 제약이 없어.
There is no limit to one's
거울
growth.
속에 나는 나인가
In
아니면 또 다른
the self, in the
누구인가.
mirror, my reflection, or another being entirely. Possibilities? You draw what exactly? One of Mystelia's various functions is extraction. You can collect various identities and ego from here. Select the extraction button. Okay. extract 1. Oh, do I have to click on it?
누구보다 신속하게 그들에게 침묵을 안겨드리죠.
You've acquired a new identity. Collecting new identities and egos will contribute to improving our combat performance. Now let us return to battle. Battles can be accessed via the drive window. Okay. I think I'm gonna head off. I think I'm gonna stop it here for now, if I can. I don't know if I've hit a save point or something. Maybe. I hope I did. If not, next episode I'll get back to here. Like, I'll work back to here and then start recording. But, yeah. So that's my first bout with Limbus Company, and honestly, it's really fucking interesting. I'm really engaged by the story so far. Gameplay's really fucking fun, too. Anyways, yeah, that's about it for me, and I'll see you nerds, later, I guess. Bye-bye.